Hey, what's going on, world, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I mean? Back at it, with some self motivation for the single black man, single black fathers. All in the same. In this video, I'm gonna break down like the different levels and the different tiers to the infamous deadbeat baby dad. Um, it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Give or take. So I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top. So the bottom level is the dude that basically, man, he don't do nothing. You know what I mean? He doesn't like drop money off. He doesn't spend time with the kid. He's in a situation where the baby mom tried to put him on child support, but he just doesn't work, and he keeps without a job just to avoid paying child support. He doesn't make any effort to try to spend time with his kids, get his kids just to know him. And even in the previous video, if you listen to it, I'm okay with that temporarily. And let me explain. Like if you know what you offer right now isn't good enough to support yourself and your child, and you take 1 to 3 months off to just grind and get better and come back in a better situation financially, that's fine. But if you 3 months later go by, you still ain't doing nothing, still the same situation, and you making it hard for the child to get attached to you and grow up with a dad or mom, because it can go either way. That is the bottom layer for me, and I feel like some people like this do exist, and I think those are the ones that this video needs to be for. And all my inspiration is towards these people, to help them grow from that level of mindset to experience different ways to become a better dad. And a lot of it is just psychological. It's they just give up because maybe their dad wasn't the best dad, or or as soon as they get a little bit of turbulence, they tend to just break down and avoid the whole situation. So the next layer, the layer right above that one, this is the guy that just pays child support. He doesn't really make an effort to do anything else, and that to me isn't a baby dad. But this is just the tiers, because, or not a baby dad, but a deadbeat baby dad. This is just the tiers. So this second tier is just basically the guy that goes to work. He doesn't show up on holidays, birthdays, or he doesn't make phone calls, or all he does is simply provide the child support. He makes his payments and he goes on about his life. Not a deadbeat to me. He's not the best, or he's not what you would want more fathers to be, but he's providing. He's not there, but he's still providing. So even in that situation, man, if you're just stuck in that situation and you're okay with that mindset, I would suggest maybe just talking to the mother or the father and just trying to work something out to get the child more acclimated in your life. Now, if the child doesn't want anything to do with you, that's fine. I would just continue as you are and making your payments, because the biggest thing is, like, you got to maintain your peace, man. You know what I mean? So like me, if for example, or I would want my dad to keep fighting, even though I may be upset with him, or just we didn't spend a lot of time together. So over time, I just was like, no, man, I don't want to get to know him. I don't want to get used to him. I would still want my dad to fight, just to prove that he can do this and we're in this together, man. That's just me. And then the next tier, third tier, this is the guy that pays his child support, and he shows up birthdays. He even gets his kids throughout the month. I'm not going to say like on a certain schedule, like every weekend, because y'all know how I feel about getting your kids every weekend. I don't think that's something that fellas should be doing. But yeah, he spends time with his kids outside of being in opposite parents' household, meaning you take them away from the other parent. The kids are staying with you. You provide. You're able to do stuff with them. And I think even in this case, man, this tier should pretty much be invisible, because if you're able to do all this, at some point you might as well just think about getting share physical custody of your kids, and that way It can limit how much money you're paying in child support, and you can. It'll be more structure. You know what I mean? The kids know on this Friday I'm going with my dad. This Friday I'm with my mom. So I think that's a good idea for those people on that tour. And they are not here, but even those people, I believe, they're good people. They're trying. They're working. They want to see their kids. They just don't have maybe they don't have the funds or the blueprint on how to get custody based on that situation. But yeah, they show up for birthdays, holidays, school plays, basketball games, for whatever. You know what I mean? They're involved. And then the next tier is, which I think is the final tier, or maybe depending on the situation. But now this is the guy that he basically grinded to get to this level. He put the work in. He didn't make any excuses, and he went and got shared custody of his kids. And now the kids, they and this is, and anybody that went through this, man, they know how hard it is for kids to get used to the schedule. Most of the time they'll say, man, you can just tell by the energy that they really don't want to be there. But what worked out for me, man, it was just letting them know that this is all love, man. Like kids need to feel and know that they're loved regardless of who the parent is or who the person is. And as long as they know that initiative, man, and they know that this is what it's about, they'll come around, man. You just got to keep being consistent with it, and eventually, man, it'll break. The ice will break, man, and then you can go about your business and actually build and raise the kids the way you feel fit. And just betting on yourself, man. Like a lot of us, man, it's not really like a whole blueprint planned out. You know what I mean? A lot of us was like, man, we just was hitting the ball rolling. Like, all right, I gotta figure this out. And you know what I mean? As long as you want to, man, you're gonna figure it out. And then from that point, man, you're gonna look back and say, yo, this is the best choice I ever made, man. And I think just impacting your kids in a different way when you can see them grow and act different based off of your lessons and the things you taught them. And I think that's what makes being a father worthwhile, man, is to see someone benefit from something that you're teaching them. And even just like people in general, man, when someone that you come into contact with and you see that they're experiencing something and you're just able to help them with maybe a sentence or just one paragraph, and you're able to change their life, man, and able to change the way they think. I think that's the best thing to do, man, because a lot of us physically, man, we can do it, and financially we can do it, but mentally, man, that's where the disconnect lies, man. And I think as long as we stay on that tier and just stay in that motivation, man, I think anything is possible, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Peace.